Yeah, we're totally cool with that.
Does the state or county do it, or who does it?
They do the road.
The state does the road, but we have a guy do our plow our driveway. People either have snow blowers or they have somebody plow, or sometimes they have their own plow, but we don't do that. We do enough other things around here.
We do plenty outdoors in the winter. We don't need to do any.
Really?
We don't need winter exercise, shoveling or plowing or snow blowing or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. But have you guys had some of those storms the last few years?
We had Irene where it rained a lot.
No, but I mean the snow. There's been snow in DC.
Yeah, but again, because I'm quote always indoors working, it's never really an issue. But I had to talk to my wife about that. I mean, we had down there, if they get a quarter inch, everybody freaks out.
Right.
And we don't know how to drive down there. But I wouldn't say we really had bad snow.
So have you lived in a place where there's snow?
When I lived in New York, yeah.
Oh, you lived in New York?
Mm-hmm.
In the city?
We
Oh, great.
used to live in Queens a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So when I was a little kid, we had snow there.
Yeah. Because it's supposed to snow tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, 2 to 4 inches.
Good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a storm coming.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to start after midnight. It's going to be kind of sloppy.
2 to 4 inches is not much.
No, it's not. And
Around here, that's thinking about snow. It's not actually snowing.
And there's no problem with the road between here and Keene Valley because they always keep that open, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
We have lived here for 27 years, and we have never once seen more than 4 inches of snow.
Yeah.
If that, on that road ever.
Really?
Even in the worst
I don't
blizzard.
care. There could be 30 feet of snow, in the yard, and there's still at most 3 inches, and it's only going to be there for about 8 seconds before somebody comes by with a plow.
They really are serious.
Of course, the problem is you end up with snowbanks that are 6 feet high in front of your driveway because it's always plowed.
Up there.
But not the end of the world.
Okay.
In the Washington D.C. area, it's a big discussion because the budgets are really limited, and some people wipe their snow budgets out, on salt and trucks and things like that. It really is a big issue there.
Well, the good news is it's probably going to melt pretty soon down there, although pretty soon may not be quite as soon as people wish.
No, because things have to happen, unfortunately.
You have 2 children?
Yes, ma'am.
So
2.
Your son is 16-ish?
16, and my daughter's 13.
13, oh great. So they're in middle school and high school?
High school, both of them high school.
High school?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Same high school, which is nice.
Oh, that's convenient, yeah.
Oh, my son said something about you in Mission Impossible. I don't know if you saw the previews to the movie. We saw the movie.
We haven't seen the movie, the new Mission Impossible.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard it's pretty good.
It's all right action, but no deep thinking, I assure you.
Well,
Mission Impossible movies shouldn't be deep thinking.
I told you they want something like Inception. But he said, he's like, it was Mission Impossible because in the movie, Tom Cruise at the building in Dubai is, rappelling off or whatever it is.
Cool. I should get that on the Apple TV. And it's available.
Oh, I think it is, yeah. It is. It takes 2 hours to download.
Crazy Apple TVs, where they make everything in your living room available. You don't even have to leave your house ever. You can get anything in the world.
Nice.
No, I'm not so sure. I think it's probably better to go out and be in the world once in a while.
We should actually, there's a theater in Osable Forks, which is a couple villages up north of us. And it's an old style theater, like you'd see in a small town. It's called the Hollywood. And they have opened up again, and they're showing first run movies. We should just
really?
We've never been there. Yeah.
We haven't.
It was closed down. It was the hovel for 20 years. It was just a vacant building.
And then in Lake Placid, they have a movie theater that's Art Deco.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's one of the coolest movie theaters. Fun. It's all been refurbished. It's all beautifully painted. And the guy who runs it is 9,000 years old.
Really?
He is.
The family who owns the theater also owns the funeral home.
Good combo.
The Clarks. So Mr. Clark looks embalmed. He's just amazing. Honestly, he's the nicest man, and he is ancient.
He's got to be
90
something now.
He still takes the tickets.
Takes the tickets.
Awesome.
That's
great. Astounding. And he's just a nice guy, just a sweet old guy.
Yeah.
But he's been there. I remember when we first moved here.
He was old.
In '85, he was looking really old.
And now?
Now he just, 27 years later, he looks a lot older, but he's still doing it. I don't know.
Good water.
I guess you gotta drink embalming fluid to keep things.
Oh, it's great. It makes it really small townish, Lake Placid. In the summertime, a lot of kids show up for hockey camps and things like that in Lake Placid. So the theater is a very popular thing to do.
What year was the Olympics, Karen, here?
In 1980.
1980.
And then before that again in 1932, but that was a long time ago.
So you have to see the movie Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it all, but I know the story roughly. I think I was little kid when all that happened.
Yeah.
It was a big to-do.
It was a big to-do because nobody expected the U.S. to beat Russia.
Right. I remember as a little kid, once the Cold War ended, that ruined the Olympics. It did.
It did. You're right.
There's nothing. The Olympics just weren't fun anymore after the Cold War.
Oh dear. Well, I think it was used sort of as a surrogate. That's true.
Just think about the memorable events of the Olympics as opposed to memorable events of the Olympics now. It was a big to-do in terms of society. Remember the hostage thing?
Oh yeah,
the Munich thing.
The big thing. It was a big thing with the Black Power salute.
Yeah.
My father also talks about the Olympics in Germany. All those things.
Is your wife German?
No, no, she isn't, but her father is.
Oh.
I'm from Germany.
Oh. Very cool.
Well, give it a few years. We'll start another big, long-term war again. It's pretty much, axiomatic. Funny thing, how human beings seem to like to fight with each other.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. So any other sore body parts feel pretty good?
No, that's what really, really shocked me this week, as opposed to, because don't forget, Karen, if you can count on your hands the number of times I've climbed in my life, and nothing over 50 feet. So hardly, almost zero climbing experience. And after all those experiences, different soreness I had, because again, using the wrong muscles and straining. And I did my best to read up a lot and learn about relaxing and breathing, like you said, and balance. And there were a few times, as I told you before, that I did climb. And when I had the right balance and things like that, it really was effortless. I said, oh, that's what they're talking about. And just like today, I think it was, when I was slipping and falling a lot, and I just forgot, I was trying to put my toes in and that wasn't working, so I just put the side of my foot in, the crampon stuck, and that was very relaxing.
You found a ledge.
Oh,
Just a little, just all you need, a little ledge.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be very big.
A little French technique and everything was fine.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, I did take him on something that was a little more challenging. And
well, I think the thing that's the take-home message from today is that the conditions are everything in ice climbing. That's not necessarily true in rock climbing.
Yeah.
You know, with rock climbing, we don't really climb if it's wet or if it's nasty. But in ice climbing, we just have to take what is here, and it's hard to anticipate exactly what the ice is going to be like. So,
yeah, I was surprised at how brittle that climb was, and I'm still not sure why. I don't know. I mean, I've been there just bunches of times, but
that's what Arl said on day one. And again, when I was at climbing at Great Falls, the instructor would sit on the ground and say, just reach over there with your left hand, there's something there to hold on to. And sure enough, it was there because they had climbed it 1,000,001 times. But on this one here, like Arl said, the way you start off in the morning may not be the same way, and when you come back tomorrow, may be different ice altogether.
Yeah, well, ice climbing is really different in that way. Yeah, it changes the way the water forms and the way the air temperature creates things, so absolutely.
Well, the good news is, as you mentioned, that you do get to make your own holds.
Yeah, that's the part I love the most.
You know,
the bad news is you got to choose the right place to make them. You pay the price, which is always true.
Yeah, that's one thing that when people decide they like ice climbing better than rock climbing, it's often because of that. Because
that's why I like it.
They say that they really like the idea that you don't have to actually find a hole, and make your own holes. Yeah, and that's really enticing, no doubt about it. And you're staying warm?
Yeah, I told them the temperature has not been an issue.
Good. Well, it's pretty pleasant.
The verticals are not an issue.
And you're a little afraid of heights, you said?
I'm always scared of heights.
Oh.
But when I'm climbing, I'm just focused on just climbing and relaxing and trying to do your breathing that you spoke to me about. And I think I'm always scared of heights, but I'm too busy doing other things to worry about being scared of heights.
I saw you looking down quite a few times today.
Well, just because I was kind of bored, to be honest, at certain parts, and I was like, I want to look around because that's a part about the climate.
I
want to look around.
Yeah,
and see what
that
I
means
can
that you may have, you know, a certain amount of anxiety, but you're not terrified of heights.
No, most people.
Because I mean,
they're-
we've climbed with people who only look this way. There's no, don't even look over there.
Really?
Just look forward, and you know, and they eventually they become more comfortable, but it takes a while, and so you're already past that stage. You don't have an extreme fear of heights at all. I mean, you have a normal fear of heights, which is why people live past the age of 12. If you don't have any fear of heights, sooner or later you fall off of something high, and that's that.
Which I think Deborah was telling me about that.
Is she afraid of heights?
She fell out of a tree. The branch broke when she was.
Deborah, she's had a lot of bad luck in her life.
She has.
You know what I love too, Karen? Arlo says, come here to the ledge. I'm like, no.
What was that?
His big thing is, come over here to the ledge. As if like, you know, come here closer so you can, you know, get the benefit of something. I'm like, no, I can comprehend and absorb everything from way back here.
Well, wait a minute. The ledges usually aren't very big, so.
No, road to the top.
Come on over here. Like, no.
Come over near this tree. He's like, I'll stay over here.
Oh, okay.
It's fine over here.
Self-preservation instinct. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Well, tomorrow we'll actually not have too many ledges. It'll just be kind of wide open spaces, so that'll be different again.
It's exposure. It won't be as steep as what you did today, but it'll be more exposed. And that word will become, the definition of that word will have meaning by the end of the day.
Yeah.
By the middle of the day, in fact.
Early in the day.
Yeah, well, maybe not early in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's so open.
I think we're set. Let's see.
Well, let's do that once you...